Right, so here we've got question 8 from the CWC test, and this time we're asked to integrate the function. So we've got the function there, 8 over the cube of 2x minus 1. First thing I would suggest is that we rewrite it in index form. So we've got 8 into 2x minus 1 all to the power of negative 3. And looking at this, I don't know a way to integrate that, any formula or anything, so I'm going to use guess, differentiate, adjust, GDA. So my guess will be that if I integrate this, I will get this. Why have I guessed that? Well, I know that the power when I integrate raises by 1, so it goes up to negative 2. I can then differentiate this to see what I get, and I can use the chain rule for that. If you differentiate this using the chain rule, you end up with this function here. So what we're saying is if I differentiate that, I get this function. So therefore if I integrate this, I get that function. But I don't want to integrate this, I want to integrate that, so I need to adjust this. So to turn this into 8, to turn this coefficient into 8, I need to multiply by negative 2. So I would adjust this by multiplying by negative 2. Alright. We must make sure that we actually write out our answer, because what we're asked to find is the integral of this. So I can then write that the integral of that is equal to this function here, and I have to remember to put in the plus c as always. There is a way to check integrals, and unfortunately your calculator only integrates between two values of x. So one way to check it is just by choosing two values of x to integrate between. So I've just chosen the values 1 and 2, and they're both within the domain that we've been given, and I can use my calculator to find that integral. Comes out to be 1.7 recurring. I can then use my answer here, and I can substitute in the 2 and work it out, substitute in the 1, work it out, and find the difference of those, which does indeed come out to be 1.7 recurring as well. So it suggests that those two things are the same. Part B was actually much easier if you remember to look in your formula booklet, basically. So first thing we can do, we've got two terms here in our integral, so I can split that into two separate integrals, and then if you go to your formula booklet, you'll see that we know that the integral of this comes out to be negative 2 cosec x, and the integral of this one comes out to be just tan x, and then we just have to remember to put the plus c at the end. So part B, much easier. And that's it for that video. Thank you.